Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing another Hollywood idiot having a complete meltdown over absolutely imaginary circumstances, situations, and of course this involves the Bad Orange Man. Remember the Bad Orange Man?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yes, so we're going to talk about this article from Bounding into Comics, and of course, make fun of another Hollywood moron. Monkeys, roll the footage.
Oh, I don't give a get out.
Do my bidding. Yeah, that works.
I like
all right,
that
okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
Here we are bounding into comics. Actress Andie MacDowell reveals she suffered a panic attack after seeing too many men on set. It just freaked me out. Now, Andie MacDowell has been acting for a very long time, and this is absolutely hilarious because she's freaked out because there's too many men on set. Boy, where did she parrot this from? Does that sound like, what was that? Oh yeah, Tessa Thompson. That idiot. Ridiculous speech she gave where she was like, I don't want to go to a set and see a lot of men. No offense. But I don't want to go to a set and see a lot of white people. No offense. Like,
I want to see work that really looks like the world in which we live. There are lots of people of color. Look around. I don't want to show up on set and just see a bunch of white people. No offense. That's racist! And I don't want to work in the company of a bunch of men. No offense.
Shut up, bitch!
It's hilarious that these people are this self-absorbed and this stupid where they're worried more about the gender or sex of the person who is on set doing a job than they are their qualifications, or even more so, they should be worried about their own job, not somebody doing a job that they don't have to really worry about because there's other people that have to worry about that. And I wonder how many of these crew members are actually interacting with the talent. Probably very few that aren't specifically assigned to deal with the talent. You know what I mean? There's a lot of go-betweens and middlemen between, say, a gaffer and an actor or actress. So that makes this article that much more fun to cover. Let's get into it. This came out yesterday. Jacob Smith over at Bounding into Comics. Actress Andie MacDowell is a Hollywood veteran who has been acting in films since 1984. But after almost 40 years of working in front of a camera, the actress recalls the on-set accident that nearly led to a mental breakdown, seeing a room full of men.
Are you fucking high?
How pathetic is this? This on the scale, if you had to take a litmus test to gauge how pathetic these people are, trust me, this ranks right up there. MacDowell revealed to Marie Claire that she suffered a panic attack on a film set in late 2016 after noticing the production cast and crew were populated entirely by men, and she blames the breakdown on Donald Trump's election.
For the first time ever.
Triggered by Donald Trump's election. Late 2016. This is absolutely pathetic. I cannot overstate that fact enough. Like, how mentally stunted are you that the sitting president causes you not to be able to do your job? Like, do these people not realize how little of an effect who's in the White House, the actual effect that that individual person has on their lives? It's not them, it's lawmakers, it's your local politicians that make policies. I don't want to have to give a civics lesson to somebody who's older than me and should know better, but like I said, I shouldn't take for granted just because they're older than me that they should know better, because when you've been acting for nearly 40 years, that means you're 40 years detached from reality when you've been on the level that Andie MacDowell has. So this person, Andie MacDowell, is not a normal human being anymore. Yes, she's a human being in the sense that she's a meat bag.
Yup!
Also happens to be a windbag full of bullshit.
That is correct.
The actress, known for her roles in such films as Groundhog Day and 4 Weddings and a Funeral, said the panic attack occurred shortly after Donald Trump got elected president by defeating Democrat challenger Hillary Clinton. There it is, and if I guarantee you look back at her Twitter, there's all kinds of Hillary Clinton stuff, and this is a running theme with these people.
I had this kind of crazy experience right after Blumph was elected. I was really disturbed that nobody seemed to care about the vagina-grabbing comment, MacDowell explained. I had gotten really sad. I went to do a job, a day's work, and had my very first panic attack seize. I was getting ready to shoot something, and I turned around, and it was like a room full of men. Like a sea of men. It flashed on something that was personal for me, and I dropped to my knees, she said.
MacDowell continued.
I left the room and went into this fake bathroom on set and looked at myself in the mirror and said, "Get your shit together." It just freaked me out, not seeing any other womansies.
Calm down, now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Poor Andie MacDowell, insulated elite Hollywood millionaire, 40-year veteran of the film industry, and undoubtedly she's done some unspeakable things to get where she's at today. She went on to explain how she doesn't have anything against men. She just looks to womansies for comfort.
It's not that I have anything against mensies. I don't. I just don't like big groups of them. Since then, I've become very conscious of looking around and finding the womansies on set for comfort.
I'll take things that aren't true for 1,000, Alex. How can you, as an adult, I mean, did it say anything about a history of, something traumatic happening to her at the hands of a man? If something traumatic had happened to her at the hands of a man, say something terrible like an assault, that would be more understandable. And if she, and she's not obligated by any stretch of the imagination to relive that for my benefit. But if you're going to come out and chastise an entire gender just because you're an oversensitive fucking smooth-brained fucktard, then a little context would be nice, you stupid cow. I mean, seriously, what the actual fuck? Like I said, I'd like to know if Andie MacDowell has ever praised Harvey Weinstein. Because if she has given Harvey Weinstein credit for anything in her career, and I'm not saying she has, but hypothetically, if she has, her entire fucking argument, if you can even call it that, for being worried about being surrounded by men is null and void. Because if she was an acolyte of Harvey Weinstein, if she has taken and given Monster credit for anything in her career, she has nothing to complain about being around men, because you willingly put yourself in that position, you fucking idiot. There's many actresses that have done this, most notably Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lawrence, who have come out and acted like Orange Man bad because he said things that we don't like, okay? Now, this is the thing I always draw from when regarding, the former president of the United States, the bad Orange Man. These women, these feminists, these intersectional feminist twats want to fucking complain about Blumph and his disregard for women, okay? And the mean things he said about women. All right, I've heard worse things from women than I ever had from him. Now, the whole, he had an affair. I'm not saying adultery is good. Not at all. But if his wife didn't even raise a fucking stink about it, didn't care at all that he went out and fucked Stormy Daniels, Stormy Daniels signed a non-disclosure agreement, which she fucking violated and had to pay Trump money. She had to pay him. And then her bitch-ass attorney, Michael Avenatti, remember that fucking idiot, the creepy porn lawyer? Yeah, he's in prison for trying to extort Nike. Let that sink in. This is the intelligence level of the people who dislike Donald Trump just for disliking Donald Trump, just for the sake of it, just for being able to virtue signal about it to their moron fucking constituencies. To round it back to Andie MacDowell, it's difficult to continually articulate how stupid this orange man is the root of all my problems crowd when there's no basis in reality for these claims. I mean, he's been out of office for almost 2 years. He was elected 6 years ago. Your guy's in. Why are you still complaining and crying? Your people are ruining the fucking country. This entire orange man bad. He's the root of my problems, my panic attacks. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, you twat. MacDowell did not name the movie or TV series she was working on in late 2016 that caused her panic attack. She did appear as Bertie Geis on the TV show Model Woman in 2016. In 2017, she also appeared as Suzanne in the film Love After Love. Other films she appeared in 2017 included At Home in Mitford, Only the Brave, and Christmas Inheritance. She appeared in The Paper Year and The Beach House in 2018. MacDowell added that since this life-altering event of being in a room with too many men, there has been a visible difference in the way films are produced since the start of the #MeToo movement that began a year after Trump's election.
Me Too has been interesting, Z's. You do see the difference on set. There are a lot more women, Z's, she said.
MacDowell recently co-starred it with her daughter, Margaret Qualley, in the Netflix miniseries Maid, about a young mother who leaves her emotionally abusive boyfriend and takes her young daughter Maddie to get a job working as a maid. The film scored Golden Globe nominations for both mother and daughter. MacDowell's other daughter, Rainey Qualley, recently starred in the Daily Wire's original film Shut in the first original movie by the outlet. Boy, I bet you MacDowell hates that. So there you have it. Andie MacDowell, 40 years plus in the film industry, and she's triggered by an election that happened 6 years ago. Another one's happened, different results, still triggered, still clinging to victim status, still blaming the other gender, one of two genders. There's not infinite numbers. Sex and gender are not different, and gender is not a social construct. But anyway, I digress from my point, which is Andie MacDowell is completely ridiculous, unhinged, detached from reality, and has a brain that is probably as smooth as, well, I don't have a marble in here. Andie MacDowell definitely has a brain that's as smooth as a marble, and it's hilarious to see this continue. Hollywood virtue signaling, Hollywood actors and actresses, multimillionaires who live in gated communities act like victims because they didn't get their way 100%, or their fading star power makes them do crazy things to maintain some semblance of relevancy in their twilight years. That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's your turn. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do all the YouTube things, not just for me, but for your other favorite YouTubers as well, as we greatly appreciate the help fighting the pesky algorithms and whatnot. Channel members are thanked proper at the end of the video. I'm Tepelkuin to the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one.
Get your own.
Take that, you bitch!
No! What the hell?
How'd you like that?
Hey, joke's on you. I have hepatitis.